NAMM 2019, we're here with James. This is Stealthy. And we're going to talk about this. This is a microphone. This is not a personal assistant you put in your living room. We're going to talk about that next on Geekazine. You want me to not
Yeah, it's not going to spy on you.
Yeah, okay.
Despite the name.
It's not going to spy on you, but it's really cool. I saw this at the media day, and it's like this is awesome. Awesome microphone for musician, for a podcaster, for a live streamer. Tell us a little bit about
Pretty
this.
much everything, yeah. So this is our large format dynamic microphone, but with a big difference. It's got a whole bunch of unique features and world's firsts on here.
Okay.
One of the main ones is it's got a Class A microphone preamplifier built into it. So this microphone acts both actively and passively.
Okay.
And it's the only mic in the world that can do that. That in lay terms, that means you can plug it into a guitar cab or a PA system and it'll just work.
Yeah.
But if you're feeding it phantom power, it automatically boots up the mic pre and gives you 40 dB of extra gain, loads of headroom, lovely top end sparkle, sounds like a very, very high-end professional microphone.
So when you're running and you forget to do something like hit the phantom power button, you're
still going to get a mic.
Yeah,
it's the only mic in the world that does that.
That's awesome.
So it's very versatile. It's also got 4 voicing options on it, which work in both the modes, so both in passive and active mode.
Yeah.
You've got 2 which are specifically contoured for different vocal types.
Okay.
You've got one which is for guitars and one which is a dark sound, which is more like a ribbon microphone. So it gives you that kind of vintage sound, So it's effectively like 3 mics in one, really, with 4 different patterns.
That's awesome.
It acts, of course, in passive mode like a dynamic mic. When you've got the mic pre-booted up, it behaves and sounds like a condenser microphone.
Okay.
And you've also got a ribbon setting on it as well. So.
And you just change the dial there to.
That's right. You've got this little twist switch ring here on the bottom, which you have to grip your hand around like that, and you can change the pattern setting on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you talk into this microphone, how do you do it straight on, or do you do it from
It's
the
an
side?
end address mic.
Okay.
So, like that. And of course, it's not a handheld mic. It's something you'll have on a little mic stand or something.
Yeah.
It's also got exceptionally good side rejection. So if you're actually doing stuff live and you start moving around it, or you want to cut out noise from the rest of the room, you'll get nothing from the side at all. It's all just focused on you.
Okay. So if I actually hooked up my wireless interview, I could do an interview like that.
Yeah, you could do.
You
Yeah.
could. I don't have them with me, unfortunately, but.
It'd probably make your arm muscles ache, though. It's pretty heavy,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Try on that note. Try something. If you just grab the mic and shake it like this, you feel that inside?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the internal shock mount.
Okay.
So the capsule is mass loaded, a bit like a high-end speaker driver.
Okay.
So it's because it's got a big heavy weight attached to it, it's got something to push against, and it makes the capsule membrane behave more accurately.
Okay.
So it's a really, really good sound.
Yeah.
And the shock mounting mechanism suspends the entire capsule assembly inside without it touching the chassis at any point. It's just got 3 little points of Zorba which
Really?
detach it. Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'd like to cut this open and actually see that in action.
I can show you some pictures in a bit.
Okay,
That's pretty
well,
cool.
yeah.
It's got lots of applications. As you said, everything from broadcast to podcasting, gaming, live recording, studio recording.
Okay.
This is another nifty little trick.
Okay.
Because we've got that internal shock mount, you don't need an external cradle, which makes it look ugly and it's cumbersome.
Yeah.
So you just get this. That screws onto your mic stand.
Okay.
And it's this easy to put your mic on and off the stand. That's it on. That's it off again. There we go.
That's right. Yeah. Does it matter which way?
No.
So it's like a key.
Yeah.
I can call that a key mount.
How's that, right?
Yeah. So there's a button on the bottom here. What's the button for?
Okay, so when the mic pre boots up, you get purple LEDs casting a kind of purple light down the bottom between this twist switch ring.
Okay, a little bit of glow. Okay.
Now, if you're using it for some applications like film or theatre, you might not want that on, so you can turn the LEDs off on the bottom there.
Awesome. You can't change the color. It's just
No, that's a brand colour.
Okay.
And it's cool. It's purple,
no,
right?
yeah, that's perfect. That's an amazing mic, and of course, it looks like you have multiple. Are those other versions of the mic? Or?
No, these are older mics in the range. Yeah,
Older mics
those are
let's go
mics.
through those really quick. What do you have? What else do you have?
So this is the Origin and the Spirit. So these came out about 3 years ago.
Okay.
They've been picked up universally all across the world by big artists, recording studios, producers.
They look very industrial, so it's like a car podcast or something like that would use this for their.
Yeah, they are really studio mics, broadcast, podcasting, that kind of thing. So they're very high end, but they don't cost the earth. I mean, I forgot to tell you, by the way, that the Stealth maps are only $379.
Oh, okay.
Which is incredibly inexpensive. This is like $300, and I think this is about $400.
And these are very durable?
They're very durable, yeah. I mean, one of our tests that people wince at is when we do this stuff, and our mics just don't break.
That's a good thing we didn't have that plugged in, because then you would have been like, ah!
Exactly. You wouldn't do that with a condenser mic usually, but we've got a reputation for
And these also have that shock mount in there too?
They've got a different kind of shock mount.
Different type? Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
different kind of shock mount.
So, okay, so you said $379. Why don't we get the prices on all of these?
Yeah, so this is $299, this is $399, and this is $379.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And can
this
you
is
do
the brand new
drop?
baby.
Can you do the drop thing with
I'm
this
not going to do it with this one,
Okay.
no.
There's limits.
There's limits.
So, all right, so $379. Great price for our microphone. We're going to test it out over in the pod area to get the sound idea and hopefully give you an idea of how your voice is going to sound as opposed to something like what we've got for microphones on.
Yeah, we've got a reputation basically for building microphones that sound like $2,000-$3,000 microphones, but only cost a few $100.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and great shock mounts where you can detach it really quick if you need to clean your studio or something like that. Plug it back in.
Exactly.
There, so. All right, where do people go for more information?
AstonMics.com, you'll find everything on all the mic range there.
All right, keep in mind this is not the most accurate representation of this microphone because it's going through another microphone, but you can kind of hear the difference on the sound. We are on the D, so let's switch this over. All right, so this is V1. You hear the little clicks there. I should have probably warned you on that, but as you can hear, it's got a nice rounded end and definitely great for podcasts. So let's check out the plosives here. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers and Sally sells seashells by the seashore. All right, as you can hear, this is a lot more active, a lot higher end sound here. This is the V2 sound, so you can hear a lot more around me, but it's still got a really nice sound to there. And of course, the plosives, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers and Sally sells seashells by the seashore. All right, and this is the third one here, so let's check the plosives. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. And then finally, this is mostly for guitar miking and amp miking and stuff like that, but let's check this out. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. So you got 4 different microphones, and you notice that the noise is a lot different as we went through the 4 of them there.
All right. Well,
Thanks
thank
a lot,
you very
man.
much, James, for your time. So that's awesome. Stealth from Aston Microphones. We've got a lot of great video over at NAMM 2019 and cool microphones going as well. So check it all out over at geekazine.com, youtube.com/geekazine. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, bell notification for angels that get their wings. And we're going to continue to rock out and then geek out. Take care.